So, you might think you know a lot about planets, right? The ones you might be familiar with since kindergarten, where there was a banner about all the planets in our solar system, like Saturn with its rings, and Jupiter with its many moons, and Pluto with, well, mainly itself. But there are tons of other planets in the universe you might not be familiar with. I mean, there are 100 billion planets in the Milky Way, and there's most definitely way more in the observable universe. These planets have different characteristics, some having scorching temperatures and some being icy cold. But there are some planets that have strange characteristics, some scientists can't possibly explain. Let's take a look at some of those planets. So one of my planets that I'm going to be presenting about is HD 189733b. This planet has some of the strangest characteristics I've ever heard of. I mean, have you heard of a planet that rains glass sideways? This deep azure blue planet is 63 light years away from us. A light year is about 6 trillion miles, which if you haven't noticed yet is a lot. This planet is gravitationally locked, which means one side is always nighttime and one side is always daytime. Since one side is always facing the sun and the other is always facing the other way, the two sides differ in temperature by about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. If we were to live on this planet, we would have to suffer a lot of cuts and bruises. We're rich. Wait, why are we rich? Well, because of the pressure and average maximum surface temperature of this planet being 2,400 degrees Celsius, this super-Earth is believed to be covered with diamonds. This planet is about 40 light-years away from us in the constellation called the Cancer constellation. This planet is about twice the size of Earth, but nearly 8 times as massive and 2 times as dense. This planet is so close to its parent star that it takes about 18 hours to complete a full orbit. Everyone wishes for. But we all know that that isn't possible here on Earth. What if I told you that on one planet, HAT P7b, there's a possibility that it rains rubies and sapphires? On the night side of this exoplanet, high precipitation of aluminum oxide, or corundum, is found in the atmosphere. Because corundum gems are rubies and sapphires, the hypothetical weather on this planet can be that it rains rubies and sapphires. This planet also eats up about 97% of the light that strikes it, and this planet was also the Hubble Space Telescope's 1 millionth scientific observation. This planet is one of the darkest planets in history, and I mean that quite literally. I mean, when light is reflected on this planet, it eats it up and traps it. This dark planet's day side is 8,312 degrees Celsius, while the night side is only 3,992 degrees Celsius. I mean, you would expect a planet that eats up light and traps it to be hot. It takes about 1.1 days for this planet to orbit its star. So, those are some of the strangest planets I could find. There are many more that exist, but I just wanted to share a few. There are tons of planets with strange features, even stranger than the ones I named. From ones that rain glass and rubies, to ones that eat up light. There are probably planets that even eat other planets. Anyways, thank you for watching my video, and I hope that you can discover more planets like these soon.